proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Sometimes you just need a drink. Got a holder still to spin up the chamber. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him for his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Ah, that's too bad. Missed
More squirts start
time save there.
A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Okay.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. He finds the core to the Wharf District. Down he goes. Down.
Ooh, good time save.
Bastion.
Wasn't a perfect clip either.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch. Just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. The Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well, not entirely. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage, almost like he's showboating from the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for him. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Kid ponders what to build. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him. It's a snag or two trying to get him. He ain't about to stop, no no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now.
Alright, I think we're good on experience.
He survived.
Got
What
the
do you say to a
dupe,
man who's
definitely.
seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this.
Oh, wow. Another gold.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Celandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I
mean, if this run
ourselves
gets to
in time,
Rothus, I'm definitely just doing
both
Vine
to
Clip.
him and to each other.
Not gonna throw it
For the
away
first
on
time.
a strat that I've pulled off like
Zolf's
3
travels
times
ain't much
ever.
compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. There's only one way to cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy, normal folks. Windbags ain't much different from
Are you
normal
kidding
folks.
me?
All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
What the heck?
Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to punch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Still doable, apparently.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the calamity saved for Zolf was his Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Want to know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. He's got it, and now to finish her off. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. After all that, kid lets the ankle gator go.
Oh, wow.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasury. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. High time we built something new.
Alright, just gotta get a good Colford and good Burstone and not screw up the invasion skip
Not
menu.
everything blew up in the calamity.
No big deal, right?
Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, we had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. But where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. If you
Might be
wanted
a
to
time
survive
save at
something
least.
like that, you had to learn to adapt. With a good spyglass, you can still see.
I actually don't believe that.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. First things first. What? Imagine everything you need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Not only are these rocks a source of life, they're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. We found that the oldest ones remember things. Now why would the heroes sell off such a fascinating place? It might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen, the largest ones, you know as cores.
This should be a PB, I think.
The worst thing in the quarry.
Still gotta do invasion skip, but got through all the hard stuff. I doubt I lost like a second and a half to that. Oh, and I still have to do the score. Can't neglect that either.
It says, kid hears him.
Or I guess overlook it. I might have missed it, but
he says,
sometimes it's a little tricky to tell.
My countrymen will.
Oh wow, I'm losing time. No, I'm not. Okay. Interesting.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. The Vura think they got him. They're wrong. No way out of this. Not without a fight. Well, it's all more.
That was really bad menuing. Just wanted to not fuck it up and end up in the leaderboard again. Come on.
The shards can put this disease in
Yes,
remission.
this should be it.
There's only one cure.
Should be it.
We need to finish what we started. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
Yeah, that's true. In my main category for this game, you can skip that invasion with menu storage and not have to do that menuing. So I'm really bad at it now.
Zia and I figure you've done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
Alright, wow. And that was with a massive time loss in Cinderbrick. Oh my god, that's really good.
No matter what happens next.
Thanks for the GG.
You done good. I suppose all that's left.
A lot of golds. I brought my sum of best down by almost 2 seconds. It was 1320.0.
The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time. Before any of this.
Yeah, that's true. Plenty of time saved there. I think I'm 1.2 seconds off my gold for that segment, and it's probably just from bad menuing. It's really stupid, but it's just how it goes sometimes.
So long, kid.
Yeah, wow, I golded Rothus by a second. Golded, I think Hanging Gardens by 0.3.